A very warm welcome to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for this session where we say that there is a call to nobility, a call to greatness for you. Wherever you are in the world today, you may be feeling like life just kind of has you against the ropes, that things are not going according to plan. But wherever you are, I want to encourage you that there is a presence about you, that there is a mark of destiny upon you, that there is a quality of greatness that is resonating from deep within you. And wherever you are today, you can awaken to that purpose. You can awaken to that quality of presence within you, of wisdom within you, of compassion within you. It is within you right now. So let's just take a moment to come into this space and to welcome ourselves into this space. I welcome all of you, and I invite you to sing this little song with me. It's just a simple one, but it's just a reminder of our greatness and nobility, the value of our life. Come into this room, oh, come into this room. Come into this room of freedom. Oh, I'm filled with peace, a deep abiding peace, a peace within from freedom. May love surround, may love surround, may love surround my life. I took a breath. Oh, I took a breath. I took a breath to go within. I invite you to meditate with me, coming into an upright and comfortable seated position, closing your eyes if it's safe and comfortable to do so, taking a deep breath in and out to settle into your practice. We may be dealing with some confusion. You may be encountering some doubt about what step to take next. The invitation of our practice is not that we get everything perfect, but that we progress, that we move forward, that we advance towards that greatness that is within, that nobility, that presence. The world may look at you and they may not see the right background. They may not see the right pedigree. They may not notice the nobility of your life. But the Dharma says that from your origins, your nobility was built into you. From your history, it is a part of you. Your nobility is your birthright. Your destiny will unfold beautifully in front of you. Taking a deep breath in, inhale, and release. Taking a moment to affirm you and the dreams that you have for your life. I affirm the vision that you hold for your life. And I affirm the person who holds the vision. And I affirm the dreams. And I affirm the person who holds the dreams. And I affirm the values that guides the person who holds the vision and who holds the dreams. May you awaken to all that's possible within your life. So thank you for meditating with me and for sharing that brief affirmation. I have a brief word of encouragement for you that I want to share with you. And if you find value in it, I hope it is of benefit to someone. And we're going to read from the Dhammapada, which is one of the core canon texts of meditation. And it says in chapter 7, it says, one who exerts themselves, right? The mindful ones who exert themselves, they are not attached to any home. Like swans, they abandon the lake. They leave home after home behind. And some of you have built very comfortable dwellings, places to reside in your careers and in your relationships and in other aspects of your life. But you know that you're being called towards something greater, towards something more. And even though where you are feels comfortable, and even though it feels very safe, and even though you wouldn't mind staying here a little bit longer, there is a quality within your heart that says you are meant for more, that you are meant for greatness, that you are meant for something larger than this present space can contain. And the thing about nobility and the thing about presence is that it can be a felt sense. You can become aware of it and still not know the full picture. We move forward, not even knowing the full course of how everything will unfold. I want to encourage you today to take a deep breath, find a place of courage within you, release, and take the next step. When you're moving towards your goals and you're moving towards a vision that is ordained for you, you don't have to know how it will all resolve. You don't have to know what the final conclusion will be. You are meant to courageously take the next step forward, to awaken to something greater and larger. And so you may be asking yourself, how did I even find myself here? Of all the places that you could be at on the internet, you find yourself here in this space devoted to mindfulness, in this space devoted to the Dharma, in this space that's devoted to a boundless and noble heart that affirms your dignity and your humanity. This is a space where we practice gratitude and awareness and presence. where we affirm love and compassion and wisdom and equanimity and empathetic joy, right? Joy for someone else's joy. The reality is that the world is shifting. We're in a high-tech world, but oftentimes it can feel low touch. It can feel like we are distant from our hearts. It can feel like we are disenfranchised from our communities and really separated from those that we love, from the families, from the tribes, from the village, from the centers which nurture us, which pour into us, which build us. And so as this world shifts and as consciousness shifts and as we shift, there is this resonance in our heart that is also filling out. It's filling out on the internet. It's filling out in the Twitter streets. It's filling out on YouTube. It's filling out on IG. It's filling out on Clubhouse, all saying, I'm looking for the connection. I'm looking for the vibration. I'm looking for that sense of awareness being mirrored back to me. And the thing is that we may say it in many different ways, but we know what resonates as true. I may say universe, you may say God, someone else may say cosmic flow, someone else may say divine presence. Whatever belief system you hold, your belief, your business. I think we've learned that it doesn't do a lot of good to try to convince an entire group of people to have a different belief, because it ends in the subjugation and oppression of a group. And what our higher calling should be is to call out that highest essence of someone else, to recognize it and to mirror it back in whatever name they choose to call it, in however they choose to pray. Can we find a way to mirror back that same level of consciousness or intensity, that same vibration, that same energy, that same flow? That's really the invitation. And why do I say that? I say that because, as it says in our text, right? It says that you are called to, as mindful ones, to exert yourself, right? That you're called to extend an effort, that you're called to search out, to fill out, as Thomas Wolfe says, go seekers, if you will, throughout the land, right? That there is this call, right? This inner impulse to reach out and to connect with those who are vibrating at the same wavelength, at the same frequency, a frequency of love, a frequency of presence, a frequency of compassion, a frequency of wisdom, a frequency of consciousness, however you want to call it. We are finding our flow. And as it says here in this text, that they are not attached to any one home, right? It's not one name that I have to try to convince everyone to believe. It's that vibration, right? It's that energy, it's that flow that I can see within you and you can see it within me, that nobility. And so this is this awakening that's taking place. In centuries and millennia ago, it was an axial age, right? This age where these world religions came together and were created, and it was a shift in human consciousness and how they saw and understood the world. Now, thousands of years later, as we shift into high tech, we must find a way to deepen ourselves into high touch through well-being programs, through mindfulness, through meditation, through contemplative practices, through somatic experiences. However you reconnect with your heart, with your inner dimension, with that ground of being, with that essence. That is your ennoblement. That is your nobility. That is you awakening to that highest quality. That is you leaving home after home, as the text says, right? It says to abandon the lakes, right? To abandon the comfortable places that you've built and to awaken to something bigger, to something greater. And so I know it can feel a little confusing, and sometimes it may feel like I'm an odd one sticking out, because I have these thoughts and I have these feelings, and I know that there's something bigger, and I don't quite know how to phrase it, and I don't quite know the right language set to call it, but I know it when I see it. I see it in many different people. And I see this quality of them also searching. And when we notice each other, when we recognize that higher essence, that universal cosmic energy or flow, when you recognize that quality, it's something that's so wonderful to be able to see and to be able to feel. And so that's my encouragement for you today, is that if you found yourself here, it's not by chance. Something within you says that you are a part of this shift in consciousness, human consciousness, global consciousness, and you're reaching out for other people, and I'm reaching out for other people. And we may not have the right words for it yet, but we know that we're endeavoring towards something bigger. And as the teaching says, the mindful ones exert themselves. It isn't that the mindful ones are lazy. It isn't that the mindful ones are negligent. It isn't that the mindful ones just say, you know what, another day, another time, not today. It says they exert themselves. And so here I am in the middle of the night, recording this video, streaming it out there to whoever's listening, and saying, may you be happy and may you be well. And I offer that blessing to you so that one day you can offer that blessing to someone else and help them awaken, and that they offer that blessing to someone else and they awaken. And we'll all do it in our different ways. I'll do it through this forum, and you'll do it through your music, and somebody else will do it through their business, and someone else will do it through their writings, and someone else will do it through their formulas, and someone else will do it through their scholarship, right? All these different ways that will all call out this higher essence, this higher calling. So wherever you are, I see you, I recognize you, I honor you. The nobility within me bows to the nobility within you with deep, deep gratitude. So until next time, take this blessing of love with you, so that as fellow travelers, when we meet again, we can exchange this blessing once more. Let's take a moment to meditate as we prepare to close, and we'll go back into our lives, into our businesses, and into all that we're called to do. All right. Taking a deep breath in, inhale, and release. May you be happy. May you be free. May you be loved. May you be cared for. May you be valued. Much gratitude to you all for your practice here today. Take care.